Hi, Carol.
Morning, Valerie.
Good morning. Hi, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret.
Good morning.
So I'll be leading us through, but I think I'll wait a couple more minutes, see if more people join.
There's Mary.
Morning, everyone. I'm Carol, and I'm going to go ahead and lead us in this practice this morning. Hope you're all well. So this morning, I thought that we would think about the notion of home and taking refuge. I think that Lama Rod had in mind that these 7 homecomings would be sources of refuge in times of need. And perhaps right now we are in what we might consider a storm where all the notions of home are being challenged, maybe breaking down. So as we're coming to our seat, maybe we can think about the things that we normally have associated with home that are outside: safety, nourishment, respite from the storm. So as we're starting to ground, maybe you can think about how you're feeling this morning. Do you feel rested? Do you feel nourished? And if not, what are some ways that you might be able to address that? Maybe we can do that through our practice this morning. So what makes you feel at home? And what do you need right now? And are you willing to have those needs met? And I'd like to ask each of us to set an intention for this practice. What are you going to ask from your homecoming circle? And are you ready to surrender to what's being offered? So let's ground. As we're coming to our seats, or if you're lying down, let's drop in. Can you feel the earth beneath? Can you allow your sit bones or whatever's touching the floor to be held by the ground? And wherever it is touching, can you let go a little bit? Can you drop a little bit of that weight that you're carrying? And can you accept that support that's there? And can you make space for this inner wisdom that we are going to be calling in? And as we're touching the land, let's acknowledge that the indigenous peoples whose energies have cultivated the land and whose energies are still here to feed us. And as you're feeling stable and held, start to notice your breath. Maybe close your eyes and begin to let go slowly of the noises and thoughts that might be distracting you. Can you let those things drop? And maybe as your body is relaxing, you might let go with your shoulders and your hips. Is there strain in your body? Are your hands and wrists holding any tension? How about in your face? Can you loosen the areas in your forehead, your eyes, your jaw? And as you're feeling quieted and ready, we'll begin to tune into the vast resources that are available through the 7 homecomings. And let's recall our intention. How can the resources being offered, how can we utilize them to cultivate the sense of home, safety, and feeling nourished at this time? And first, we will turn our attention to the first homecoming, our guides, teachers, mentors, advisors, elders, those who offer guidance, support, love, and compassion, who in our lives have provided us with a sense of safety so that we could go out and live, who's been there to give us a hug, to believe in us and our potential, who's there now to give us assistance in these very confusing times. Let's call those entities in. And now we'll turn our attention to the second homecoming, our wisdom texts, the writings, books, teachings, sacred scriptures, quotes, artistic expression like music, visual art, the spaces that provide for openness, clarity, compassion, and truth. What artistic and creative experiences have helped us touch our joy and our inner landscapes? Those experiences that help us remember what it means to be liberated, to touch freedom, and to live in the great expanse. Are there paintings, songs, dance that allow us to touch in the possibility and learning about other humans through spiritual experiences? Are there languages beyond the spoken that have made you feel alive, that help you know that there's something beyond the material? And next, let us call in the third homecoming, the community groups, spaces, and clusters of people like here we are now, that provide experiences of love. The arms that hold you, that understand your pain and your propensity for love. The groups and structures that keep us reminded that we are together, we're not separate, that there are always energetic connections. Be reminded of the groups where there's an unspoken understanding that everyone is working together to get everyone free. Perhaps there's people in your life that will huddle with you to get out of the storm. And let's now turn our attention to the fourth homecoming, our ancestors, the lineage of spirit, activism, and traditions, those who want us to be safe and happy. Let's let our ancestors remind us that all of this is temporal, that these metamorphoses have happened before. They're there to guide us toward safety. Let's invite in the ancestors who have our best interest at heart. Let them hold us. They're powerful. We've all come from lineages, traditions. And we already know the way. We just need our ancestors to keep reminding us. And now let us call in the resource provided by the earth, the vast foundation that supports us in all ways. Every day we're invited to tap into the resources of the earth, to allow it to feed us and inspire us. Just remember to look at the sky, stomp your feet on the ground, delight in the early blossoms of spring, be nourished by the food that our local farmers want to share with us. The earth is always there to remind us that storms happen, even big storms, but then they go away. The earth reminds us that healing is possible. And whatever we need is there if we just remember to ask. And let's call in the sixth homecoming, the resource of silence, the generosity that's offered by space. In this time of change and what seems like collapse, can we bathe in silence? Can we turn off the noise and this worry? Because inside the silence, there's truth. The truth that we're being taken care of, that we know the way, And can we take a stance against what we're sort of being conditioned, programmed by? We can interrupt that. And lastly, let's be reminded of the seventh homecoming, ourselves. Let's reflect on the earthly experiences of your mind and body, the vast spiritual connections that are available. Maybe this is a time to remind ourselves of the wonderful resources that we've cultivated for ourselves, for our care. And whatever's going on outside, we have safety and nourishment, community, spiritual guidance, all within ourselves because we've chosen this path. Now we'll begin to return to our seat. But as we do so, we want to thank all that have shown up to be with us today, to help us, protect us. We'll express our gratitude for the support that we receive. And as you're ready, let's become aware of our seats, of our bodies resting on a chair or on the floor. Maybe take some deep breaths. Slowly introduce some movement, perhaps some twists or stretching or bends. And as we begin to go and face our day, and the week of storms, eclipses, and who knows what else. Remember that you have the 7 homecomings inside. Thank you for your practice.
Thank you, Carol. It was so beautiful.